So, totems and spirit guides, what are they and what are their purpose? And is there any real meaningful reason for them to be used in a modern day world? So let's just jump straight in here. What exactly is a totem? A totem is a symbolic representation of some aspect of nature. It's most often an animal, but it may be a tree or some other element of nature. And the totem represents the qualities and character of that natural being. The idea of a totem is that you connect with its qualities, such as the strength of a bear or the cunning of a fox or the wisdom of an owl. And the connection is more about alignment with the various traits that this totem represents. While spirit guides are mostly spiritual entities that are envisioned as generally human-like characters, and we seek them out for the purposes of protection, guidance, and knowledge. Interaction with a spirit guide is more of a personal relationship, rather than that of the totem, where you actually align yourself with the character and traits of the natural object which it represents. Spirit guides are there to help you with all the challenges that you deal with in your everyday life, but they're also there to help you on your journey, your spiritual journey. So these spirit guides, they are protectors, they're teachers, and they can be messengers, and they don't have to take the form of a human being. They may also take the form of an animal, much like a totem, but the difference is that the spirit guide is there to help you and guide you through on your journey, whereas the totem is used more as an alignment to relative aspects of nature that totem represents. So just to clarify things a little further, here's a little chart that we've drawn up that demonstrates the key contrasts between the totem and the spirit guide. So the important ones that stand out here are, in terms of nature, where the totem is more symbolic and we align ourselves with those characteristics of the totem, whereas with the spiritual guide, then it's about communication, a one-on-one communication for help and guidance, and also the focus and purpose of each. Now with totems, it's all about aligning yourself with the various characteristics and attributes that the totem represents, whilst the spirit guide is a more personal relationship. And your relationship with the spirit guide is there to help you through life's everyday challenges and also to help you along on your own spiritual journey. So as we can see, they're two different things and for two different purposes. Totems are all about alignment and unification with various aspects and characters and qualities of nature, while spirit guides are all about navigation of life's challenges and spiritual development. So in a modern, realistic, material world that we live in today, is there any reason or purpose for any of these entities? Well, it just so happens I have a list of them here. Now, as well as personal growth and decision-making, the one I really like here is cultural revitalization. And that's something that I find most empowering, to be able to identify with your roots and culture provides some significant benefits. It gives you an identity, a sense of belonging, and an understanding of your place in this universe. And this realization of cultural inheritance brings along with it the concepts of honor, dignity, and respect. Respect for your family, your kin, and your clan. Honor the ancestors, the wisdom and knowledge they bring in, and this respect and honor you show for others brings dignity within. So how do we work with these totems and spirit guides? How do we bring them into our everyday life? You may choose to surround yourself with some artwork or jewelry or anything you can find in nature that is representative of the totem, and you can bring that into your home and into your life. Then, of course, there's the study and the contemplation of the various traits of these totems and the utilization of bringing these characteristics into your daily life. And for spirit guides, perhaps the most important thing here is to learn to communicate with these spirit guides through trusting of your own intuition. Or you may choose to show gratitude to your spirit guides through offerings and rituals in their honor. And you may also consider keeping a journal of all your interactions with these guides. And that journal may become very useful when in hindsight you look back to see if there were any messages that you somehow just missed. And reading back that journal can give you a much better understanding of the nature of the communications so that you're able to understand these messages more clearly. So now coming to the final part of this discussion. How do you find these spirit guides? And there are many ways you can endeavour to seek out these spirit guides. One through meditation and visualization, and then also through dream work. Now, as I've said so many times before, the mind is the gateway between the worlds, and it's at the dream state where you're at the very thinnest veils of these worlds. And if you're paying attention, this is very likely a place where you could interact with your spirit guides. The most effective way, though, is through a shamanic journey, which involves entering a trance state to cross between the worlds to meet or seek out your spirit guide. And for those that are not sure how to conduct a shamanic journey or what it involves, then I have a few videos that I've done in the past that will talk you down into the trance state. And there's one in particular that I find extremely effective in terms of inducing trance. And it uses binaural beats as well as the shamanic drumming. And the first part of that video talks about the experiment with the binaural beats. And if you're not interested in that, then you can just skip through. I've marked the chapters, and you can skip through to where the journey actually begins. And that experiment turned out to be very successful in terms of inducing trance state. Let's just say that if that doesn't get you there, then I'm not sure what else will. So I hope you've all enjoyed today's discussion on totems and spirit guides. And if you have, don't forget to click that like button. And if you're not subscribed and you'd like to see more content like this, then there's subscription buttons down below. And if you didn't like the content, well, then I guess we won't be seeing you again. So, with that, I'll see you, or most of you, I guess, I'll see you again very soon on the next one.